Should DJs that really want to be taken seriously be able to play on any piece of DJ equipment? Let's talk about that right now. Today's podcast is brought to you by Bandzoogle. All right, so I have another question from the same person that was talking about the thumb technique. And in this case, the question is, I started DJing on vinyl. I can hold my own with scratching and mixing. I recently found the usefulness of Rekordbox and the simplicity of the grid and having a USB. Now, I'm not totally sure what that means. If we're talking about grid, if we're talking about the beat grid, you can do that with a lot of DJ software, so not just Rekordbox. But do you think all DJs that really want to be taken seriously should be able to hold their own on both standard CDJs or controller in addition to vinyl? And in my opinion, it just shows appreciation to the art of DJing and being able to be versatile. All right. I am not sure. So first of all, for me personally, I'm not interested if people will take me seriously as a DJ. I take myself seriously as a DJ. That's all that matters to me, because there are so many people with opinions, and someone else's opinion should not matter to you as much as your own opinion. That's my opinion. So I do believe that it is in a DJ's best interest to be able to play on different types of equipment, especially if you want to do more types of gigs. So let's say you're a DJ who uses turntables and real vinyl, and that's all you want to use. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to take that DJ less seriously, and that DJ shouldn't even care how I view that DJ. But the fact is, if you only play on turntables with real vinyl, it's going to limit the amount of gigs you could do. You can still have gigs, but you are possibly limiting yourself. Beyond that, nothing. That's just it. Same for me. If I decide that I only want to play with turntables and DVS, in my case now Serato, so control vinyl. That's all I want to use. So real vinyl or control vinyl with turntables. I can do that. It just means that it might make my life, my gig life, more difficult, because I do run into situations where we're doing a 30-minute gig. That's when I'm doing my tour DJ thing, where I'm playing for like 10 minutes, and then we do a 20-minute live show, and then we're out. We're doing those shows at events where you have 5 other DJs that are all playing on CDJ type equipment. And that means that if I really only want to do DVS, I will have to come in with flight cases and all of my equipment, set all of that equipment up to play 10 minutes and then do a 20-minute show. Now, in the past, we did this for the longest time because we definitely felt this added something visually. At a certain point, you realize that that only adds something visually for you and a couple of people, because the rest of that club crowd really doesn't care. They're just there to hear music, have a good time. If there's a live act, they watch the live act, but they're not really caring about what the DJ is using. And if you're looking at convenience, when we do shows like that, most of the times I will use CDJs if they have CDJs. If all 5 DJs are playing on that, I will come in with a flash drive. I will play 10 minutes of club tracks from the CDJs, and we'll do the show from CDJs. After the show, it takes me 30 seconds to unplug my headphones and the flash drive, and we're good to go, and we can leave. Maybe to another show, maybe just home. The convenience factor is right there. If I'm being booked to DJ and I'm playing anywhere and I'm doing a set that's longer than an hour, chances are I will do anything in my power to make sure I can use turntables with DVS. But if I ever run into a situation where I can do a dope gig, but the only way I can do it is if I do it on the media players that are there in the specially made booth and they have Denons or Pioneers, I will give it a moment's thought, and I'll probably do that gig on that equipment, because I allow myself to learn to play on different equipment, which opens the door to more opportunities. So that's my answer. You should not care about how people view you. You need to be happy with how you feel about yourself. when it comes to the DJ thing and what you use, but just know that it is more convenient if you know how to use more types of equipment. I'll give you one more example. It's not even about using turntables or CDJs or whatever, but when I first started out, I had a certain mixer at home, and most of the clubs I would do my first gigs at had a different mixer. I had to learn how to use all sorts of mixers right there on the spot in clubs, because the mixer I had was like a 2-channel mixer with no EQ, no crossfader. And then you get to the clubs and they have big club mixers with a ton of EQ settings, long faders, and they look totally different than my mixer. I had to use them because I was not going to be able to have my own mixer there. So I learned fairly quick that it's in my own best interest to know how to work all sorts of equipment. But at the end of the day, I will always try to make sure that I get to play what I prefer to play on, because in most occasions it will improve, enhance my performance. That's the most important thing to me. You just watched a video clip from my Share the Knowledge podcast. If you want to check out the full episodes, make sure you check the link in the description box down below. And another shout out to my sponsor of today, Bandzoogle. Bandzoogle makes it easy to build a stunning website for your music in minutes. You can choose from hundreds of mobile-friendly themes and then customize your design and content in a few clicks with Bandzoogle's easy visual editor. Now, all the features you need for a professional website are already built in, including tools to sell your music and merch commission-free, mailing list tools to grow your fan list and send newsletters, and integration to pull in content from all your online services, including Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. I use Bandzoogle to create the Share the Knowledge podcast website, and that was very easy. Bandzoogle plans start at just $8.29 a month and include your own free custom domain name. Now, if you want to try it out for free for 30 days, click on the link in the description box down below and be sure to use the promo code SHARE to get 15% off the first year of your subscription.